Are you running your business or is your business running you? I want to share 5 of the most effective habits that keep you healthy while performing at your peak. Hi, I'm Lindsay Vastola, and today I'm excited to share the 5 key habits that will help you become a healthy, high-performing photographer. Being successful in this business isn't just about working hard. It's about working smart and taking care of yourself in the process. We often focus so much on the craft that we forget about the foundation of success, maintaining our health, both physically and mentally, while still producing high-quality work. Let's dive into the habits that can transform your business and life. You've probably been told to just find work-life balance, but it's like chasing an elusive ghost. It's like something that we never can find, especially when we are aspiring to have a successful business, but we also don't want to do it at the cost of our health and well-being. What I find that's most effective is for us to rethink what work-life balance means. What most of us want are just more effective ways to navigate the demands of everyday work and life. And it's not just as simple as exercising more and eating less and just stress less and meditate more. Oftentimes, this creates more stress for us. So these 5 habits are a little bit out of the box, but they'll change your mindset around how you can actually be more productive, find success in your business, but also maintain your health and well-being amidst everything else. The first habit is to listen to yourself. A healthy high performer spends time understanding and paying attention to the conversation that's going on in their mind. And here's why it's so important. The reality is that our thoughts determine our actions and habits, which ultimately determine our outcomes. If we're thinking constantly, I'm not good enough, or if I only just prioritized my health, why can't I be consistent with anything? When we think those thoughts, our actions are going to follow. It's just the way that the brain works. So why this habit is so important is because it's going to change how we ultimately act day to day. So instead of saying, why can't I be consistent with exercising, for example, say, I can find ways to be more consistent every day. And when you change it to what you can do instead of what you're not doing, you start reframing the way that you actually act and the outcomes that you experience. My favorite tip or trick for this is to use the I am statement. I am statements are so powerful. We say these to ourselves all the time. I'm not good enough. I wish I could only be better at this skill, or I am not consistent. I am. Instead, we want to use in the positive to get the outcome that we desire. I am working every day to achieve my goals. I am confident. I am working to become more skilled at a specific area of my business. Think about that I am statement. Think of 1 or 2 that would be most impactful. And I suggest write it down. Put it on an image on your phone or on your bathroom mirror. When we start talking to ourselves differently as a habit, the outcomes that we experience in work and in life will be absolutely transformed. The second habit of a healthy high performer is that they fill their cup first. I want you to imagine that we have a jar of water filled right in front of me, and we have 3 cups. And these 3 cups represent the 3 areas of your life: your work, your family and the people you care about, and yourself, your health. Now, we have this one pitcher of water that represents any given day how much energy that we have. So most of us, if we were to pour our energy into those cups, most people are filling the work cup, maybe even overfilling it. It's spilling out. It's really taken over our life. And then, of course, we're probably filling up the cup for our family. We're taking care of everyone else. We're taking care of our children, our partners, the people that we care about. Probably pretty full. And most of us have very little energy left in that pitcher to pour in that cup that represents your health and well-being. And here's the kicker. Most people come to me and they say, Lindsay, why can't I be more self-motivated? Why can't I just have the energy to prioritize my exercise and eating well and maybe time for meditation or things that I know would actually help me be a better parent, help me be a better spouse or partner, and actually help my performance in my business? The thing is, we need to rework the prioritization of where we pour our energy. If you fill your cup first, you will actually recharge that pitcher. It's like you're pouring it back into the pitcher so that you have better energy to pour into your family and into your work. Filling your cup first means focusing on times, even just 20 minutes a day, to take a walk, to take moment to moment in moments of stress. How can you fill your cup with some deep breathing or to read something that's invigorating or motivating to you? Fill your cup first, and your ability to then pour into the other things that matter most will absolutely be more productive and more meaningful. The third habit of a healthy high performer is that they're really effective at bookending their day. We all know that the middle of the day is unpredictable, things come up that we don't expect, and that's why we often feel out of control, highly stressed, then we don't exercise and don't take care of ourselves, don't sleep well. Instead, if we put bookends on our day that are in our control, we're better able to navigate the in-between. Here's a great tip that you can use to bookend your day effectively. I call it the AM3 and the PM3 routine. In the morning, you come up with 3 actions that are simple, something that you can do within the first half hour to hour of waking. I like to suggest it's something physical. Go for a walk, go to the gym, do something to get your body ready for the day. Second, do something that is mentally or intellectually stimulating. Maybe it's a prayer or meditation or listening to a podcast or something educational to get your mind going. And third, something that will help productivity, keep you focused for the day ahead. Come up with your 1 or 2 actions that you're committing to yourself to accomplish by the end of the day to feel more productive. On the flip side, let's talk about the other end of the day, the PM3. Similar to the AM3, what are 3 simple actions that you can do to tie up the day successfully? This could be maybe something physical. Maybe it's going out for an easy walk. Maybe it's writing in a gratitude journal. Maybe it's writing the things that you're going to accomplish the next day. Just something intentional in the beginning and at the end of the day. When we feel more in control of those parts of the day, the better we can navigate the unpredictable stressors that come up in between. The fourth habit of a healthy high performer is that they manage their energy. They manage their energy day to day by doing things like ideally having a regular sleep schedule and eating healthful foods and exercising so that they energetically can show up physically and mentally as best they can. Here's another way that we often find ourselves energetically depleted, but we're not consciously recharging and recovering. I want you to imagine, I'm sure you've experienced, where maybe you have several shoots in the span of a few days. It's physically demanding, it's mentally exhausting. And then you go right back into work and putting expectations that you have to be productive in the days that follow. Here's what I'd like you to try to better manage your energy so that you're not going to be on the brink of burnout. If you know that you have several days or even several weeks that are very intense, intentionally schedule time where you're going to block your calendar, where you're going to be intentional about resting and recovering. By doing this intentionally, it creates some guardrails around your energy so that you can then get back to performance at 100% instead of trying to be productive from a less than optimal amount of energy. The fifth habit of a healthy high performer is they know how to quickly course correct. I want you to imagine a plane taking off from New York with a destination of California. If that plane on the way to California gets off course even by 1 degree and the pilot doesn't pull the plane back on course, that plane's going to end up in Alaska. And this happens in our life, and sometimes we're not even aware of it. We have a goal, maybe it's a health and well-being goal, maybe we have that professional goal, a business goal, but then we let real life happen, those 1 degrees that keep pushing us off course. And we're not intentionally getting back on course. A healthy high performer knows and has awareness of what things are pulling them away from their goals. Maybe it's people, maybe it's a certain circumstance, maybe it's just those unpredictable things that come up in work and life, but it's not so much those things, it's how quickly we get back on course. So if you can be more resilient to get back on course as quickly as possible, you're going to be on track toward those goals, even when life pulls you off. The goal here really is not about staying on course perfectly. Perfection is what often holds us back. It's progress toward the goal. It's momentum toward that final destination. Even when life pulls you off, how quickly can you get back on? So to summarize, the 5 habits of healthy high performance aren't just the typical exercise more, eat less, make sure you get your sleep. Those are all important for your health and well-being. But it's really these mindset strategies that differentiate whether a high performer will succeed or struggle long term. Start incorporating these habits into your daily routine and watch how it transforms your creativity, your business, and your well-being. Thanks for tuning in, and I'd love to hear about the habits you're working on. Let's keep the conversation going.